Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of the Pokeclone tutorial. First thing I need to do this episode is obviously apologise for the delay in the episode coming out. They were recorded, but on looking at the video when I was editing, it turns out I was only recording a section of the screen because I was showing off a prototype to my Discord. If you want to see those prototypes, then please join the Discord. The link will be in the description below. And yeah, let's get started. This episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our stat generation to a more finalised form. So what we had before is we was having our potential stat, which is our IV equivalent, and our base stats, and just multiplying them together, and that was good enough. It doesn't take into account level, doesn't take into account anything. And every monster would be the same at those levels as well. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take a leaf out of Pokemon's book, and we're going to use their exact formula, which will be on the screen now. So it looks complicated, but trust me, it's actually not quite that complicated, especially in Unreal Engine, because we're going to use what is known as a math expression node. So if we go over to our monster generator BP and into our calculate stats function, I have removed everything from here already, and what we're going to need to do is we need to grab our information first. So we're going to need our level, we're going to need our potential, and we'll break that open, and we are also going to need our species base info, base stats. Okay, so there are two functions which are used in Pokemon. You have the HP formula and you have the other stat formula. So we'll start off with the HP formula first. So the HP formula is as follows. But we need to swap it around, otherwise it won't work as well. You will get stats, but they won't be what you would expect. So this is where the high school GCSE algebra comes in. So sorry if you hated those, but there is a lot of maths in game dev, especially for Pokemon. So we're going to right click, we're going to type in add math expression, and where it says unexpected token type, this is where we're going to type in our formula, and it's going to have to be in in a math expression. So we're going to do 2 times our base stat, and we're going to times by our level stat. Some things it's worth knowing if you have them just as they are. So, for example, level, or if we just have base, it won't actually come up with a pin for it. Because it must relate to something actually in engine. So 2 times base stat times level stat. I'm going to put that all in brackets. Then we need to plus our potential. And we're going to put all of that over 100. And then we're going to put all of that plus our level stat, and then plus 10. So if we go into this formula now, you can see it's written out in a nice horrible format for us, which is what we're avoiding by doing a math expression. Imagine having this 6 times in a graph. It will be as messy as hell. So we are going to plug in our level, we're going to plug in our potential, and we're going to plug in our base stat. Off of the stats, make sure you have your make stat struct, and plug in HP. It will truncate, which just means it will round down. You can have round up if you wish. Now if we play and we spawn a level 100 cube, we have 190 HP every time. So normally this is where EVs would come into play, so they will be different every now and then. But for us, what we're going to do is we're going to put everything through a random multiplier, and we're going to give it a random float in range, and we're going to give it a 5% difference. Nothing too vast a gap, but enough to make a difference between them. So if we play now, this is level 100. We have nice variance there in the HP. Okay. So the next step that we're going to have to do is attack, which is also going to be the same formula for the rest of them as well. So we're going to go add math expression. And it's going to be very similar to that one. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be more than that. We'll do it as we go. So we have 2 times our base stat times our level stat plus our potential stat all over 100 plus 5, and then we'll have our random multiplier at the end as well. Okay, plug in all our stats. So we have attack as our potential, and we have attack as our base. Plug it in. Save and push play, and then we have 5, 101. Looks like it's between 100 and 105, 110, between 100 and 110. Perfect. Now we can reuse this one because it's the same step for the rest of them. So we're just going to plug all of these in. So potential. We get the random multipliers put in as well. And finally, level. Quick tidy up, and okay. Truncate them all together. Compile and save, and now when we load up our level 100 cube, we have a nice variation in stats. And if we go into the data table with the species base stats, if we were to change speed to 255, you'll see that the speed is now stupidly high. Okay. If we change our monster generator now to be random, you should see there'll be a nice, and let's give it a random level as well. You should see there's a nice variation in stats now. We might add EVs later on, but I don't think we're going to make it that far because this is mainly going to be for the next area where we have battling taking place, which if we go through here, you can see that is now spawning as well. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. The next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at our battle arena. We're going to give it some UI elements. We're going to use the information we're given to give it a health bar, and we'll probably take a look at just creating a very quick menu that we'll use as well. And then after that, we'll be looking at the battle flow itself. So we are moving along slowly but surely. It won't be another few weeks before the video again. It will be reasonably soon-ish. I do want to start taking a look at some other things as well. So we've got some nice things coming up. Hopefully you enjoy them. If you want some updates as what I'm looking at, if you want to see those prototypes I was looking at, then by all means join my Discord. Link is down in the description. If you have any questions, that is the best place to find me. I'm there all the time, as opposed to lurking in the comments. But obviously, if you like the video, like it. If you dislike it, that is how it is. Dislike the video. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Speak to you next time.